Hello everyone, welcome to Memonit. Today we will be discussing the full length test paper 5. First of all, let me congratulate on you who's got good marks, and I hope that the physics paper that we will gonna discuss it will help you in the NEET paper that is gonna be held on May 4th. So best of luck for your future exams and for your NEET. And okay, so uh, without wasting any time, let's get into it. Okay, the first question says the given force is alpha by density plus beta square. What are the dimension of alpha plus beta? The dimensional homogeneity formula you have to apply here, right? Force means a ml t minus 2. Alpha means uh, alpha, as you know, density, if two physical quantities are added or subtracted, their dimension will be equal. So therefore the dimension of density will be equals to dimension of beta square. So beta square equals to dimension of, what is the dimension of density? Density is mass by volume, that is equals to ml minus 3. So beta will be equals to what? M half L to the power minus 3 by 2, right? And the dimension of alpha will be equals to what? Dimension of alpha will be equals to ml t minus 2 into m half L3 minus 2, right? So therefore if you calculate alpha by beta, what you will get? Not this, it will be ml minus 3, sorry, ml minus 3. So alpha equals to force into density, right? Okay, so alpha by beta will be what? Ml t minus 2 ml minus 3, and beta will be equals to what? M half L minus 3 by 2. So m half, so here m is m square minus m half means m to the power 3 by 2, right? M to the power 3 by 2. So therefore option number 2 and 4 will be our option number 1, 2 and 4 will be our answer. Let's get to the L part. L is L, my L minus 3 means L minus 2. L minus 2 plus minus plus 3, minus 2 plus 3 means L1, or L half, sorry, L 3 by 2 here. So L will be half, minus half, right? And another one would be what to say, t to the power minus 2 divided by t to the power minus 2. Okay, t to the power minus 2. So therefore it will be t to the power minus 2. So therefore m to the power 3, L to the power m1 minus 2, t to the power minus 2. Therefore option number 1 will be our correct answer. Okay, so yeah, option number 1 will be our correct answer. The pressure on a square plate is measuring the force on the plate and the length of the sides of the plate. If the maximum error in the measurement of the force and the length are respectively this and this, the maximum error in the pressure. Pressure means what? F by A. F is what? F is nothing but F by A is nothing but pi r square or L square, whatever you can say. That means the length square. Okay, so therefore the error in F will be what? Error in F will be 6%, and 2 into, because there is a square, so 2 into 3%. So therefore the you will be 12%, right? 2 3 is 6 plus 6 means 12%. Option number 4 will be correct one. A body is projected vertically upwards with a velocity 10 meter per second. U is 10. It reaches maximum height h in time t. In time t by 2, the height covered is. Okay, so this we have to calculate. Okay, the maximum height h formula is what? U square sine square theta by 2g, and the half time is what? U sine alpha by U sine theta by g, right? This is the half time. Okay, so this is the half time. Yeah, so that velocity is 10 meter per second. So U is what? 10 meter per second. It will be 10 meter per second, right? It will be 10 meter per second, right? It will be 10 meter per second. It will be what? This will be, it will be 20 meter per second. will be 20 meter per second, right? So don't change here, change here also. 10 meter per second, this will be 10 meter per second, right? So 10 means, yeah, so 100 divided by 20 will be there. This will be 5 only, da. This will be 5 meter. And u v equals to u plus dt, u will be at 10. So it will be 1 second. Therefore, the height covered in t by 2 second is 1. T by 2 second means 1 second. Is dash equals to 20 into half. 10 into, sorry, it will be 10 into half. So here in place of 10, so 20 it will be 10. So 10 into t is what? T is 1 by 2. That means 10 into means this is 5, and half into 10 minus, this will be minus 10 because the object is going upward. So the gravitation, the acceleration will be negative due to gravity. So 5 minus 1 by 4, 1 by 8, 1.25. So it will be around, answer will be 3.75. So therefore option number 4 will be the correct option here, not 3. Option number 4 will be the correct option here, right? Question number 4. An aeroplane is moving velocity 900 km per hour at 1960 meter height. An object is thrown from the plane when it is above a point A on the ground. When it reaches 900 means 900 into 5 by 18, 50 to 50 meter per second, right? H is equals to 1960 meter thrown at airplane when it is above point A. When it reaches the ground, it strike the ground at the point B, calculate the distance B. So if we throw something, it is a airplane. If we throw something, it will follow this path, the projectile path, right? This path or this path, right? So we have to calculate, this is the point B, this is point A. We have to calculate this point B, the distance between point A and point B, this distance we have to calculate. Okay, so this is nothing but a projectile motion problem also, no? Okay, 900 km per hour, we calculated this 250 meter per second, right? A is 960 meter, height of A, H is given. Okay, first of all we have to calculate at the object is starting from rest, so therefore E will be 0. So therefore from that we call formula, this formula is equals to ut plus half gt square. From this formula you can calculate H is what we were 1960, half into G means 4.9 into T square. So this is 400, 1960 divided by 4.9 means 400. So T square equals to 400 means T equals to will be 20 second, na? The horizontal speed is 250 meter per second. So just calculate the distance traveled from this A point to B point is by from the formula S equals to Vt formula, right? Why? Because no acceleration in ground, no acceleration, no G will be there, right? So therefore no acceleration means uniform velocity. Uniform velocity, there is no acceleration. So in uniform velocity the formula is S equals to Vt. So 250 into 20 means 5000 meter or 5 kilometer will be our correct answer. So therefore option number 2 will be our correct answer. The speed time graph of the particle moving along a fixed direction is shown in the figure. The distance traversed by the particle between 1 to 5 seconds. 1 to 5 seconds. Okay, 0. This is 0. This will be 1 to 5, right? Yeah. So to calculate 0 to 5, how to calculate this 0 to 5? The area under the speed time graph will give us the sorry, no, the slope, the area under the curve. This is a, what is triangle? Triangle means half into area will be a half into base means 5 into height means 12. So that means 30. Okay, this is 30, right? And we have to calculate the acceleration. Acceleration is the slope of the ST graph or the VT graph. This is 12 by 5 means 2.4 will be our acceleration. the velocity at the end of 1 second will be what? 2.4 meter per second. Okay, if this is 1 second, this is 2.4 meter per second, and we have to calculate the final velocity here. Final velocity, how? U we know, time we know, and acceleration we know. Just calculate by the formula s equals to ut plus half gt square formula, half at square formula. S u is what? U is here 2.4 into 4 means 9.6. Half g means, half a means here 2.4, t square means 16. 19.2, 28.8 will be our correct answer. So this will be our correct answer. Two metal rods made up of different materials have equal length. The diameter of the first rod is 1 millimeter. The second rod is 3.3 millimeter. If we apply same amount of force on both these rods, then the increase in the length of the first rod is thrice that of the second rod. What will be the ratio of this Young's modulus? Young's modulus formula is what? F into what? F into L divided by A into del L. Right? Right? If we apply same amount of force on this rod, the materials are equal length. That means you don't have to consider this. Y is depending on only what? 1 by A del L, because the force is equal and length is also equal. So if we calculate this, what we will get? How can we calculate this? So y1 by y2 equals to a2 del L2 divided by a1 del L1, right? Diameter of the first rod means pi d square by 4, right? Pi square by pi by 4, pi by 4 will be cancelled out from each other. So what is this? This is 9 and this is 1. 3 square, d square means 3 square and 1 square. Okay, del L2 del L1. If you have the same amount of force on the both this rod, then the increase in the length in the first rod is thrice that of. So this is 3. So 9 by 1, del L1 is 1, this is 3. So that therefore it will be 3 by 1, or the 3:1 will be our correct answer, right? The magnetic flux is given. The magnitude of the induced EMF is the t into 3 second. We know E equals to what? Minus d5 by dt. So ddt means 3t square plus 2 in 3 seconds means E at t equals to 3 second will be what? Minus 3. 3 into 3 square plus 2 means 9 3s are 27 plus 29. Option number 3 will be our correct answer. Simple numericals from Faraday's law. A gas mixture contains 4 moles of oxygen and 6 moles of helium. 4 moles of oxygen means diatomic. Helium means it is a inert gas, means monoatomic. At temperature T, assuming the gases to be ideal, the oxygen bond to be rigid, the internal energy of the mixture. Yeah. So for diatomic gas, the degree of freedom is 5. For monatomic gas, it is 3. Internal energy formula is given by F1 N1 RT by 2, F2 into RT by 2. Okay, means the freedom number into nRT by 2. Right. So for the first case, it is 3. Sorry, not 3, 5. N1 N1 means 4. Right. RT by 2. 5 into 4. This for the second case, it is 6 into 3 RT by 2. So 20 by 2 means 10, 18 by 10 means 19. So therefore 19 RT will be our correct answer. The voltage between the place of the parallel plate condenser capacity is 1 microfarad. Changing the rate of 5 volt per second the displacement current. ID formula is what? C dVdt, right? So C is given 1 into 10 to the power minus 6, dVdt means 5. So therefore 5 into 10 to the power minus 6 will be our answer, or 5 microampere will be our correct answer. In a single slit diffraction experiment, the first minima of the red light is this. Coincide the first maxima on the other wavelength of lambda 2, the value of lambda 2. From the wave optics question, no? The first minima formula is theta equals to what? N lambda by d, when theta is very much small, right? Or from this formula, d sin theta equals to n lambda for first minima. But For the first maxima, it will be what? D sin theta equals to 3 by 2 lambda 2. In case of this will be 3 lambda. The first maxima approximation lies between the first and the second minima for the wavelength lambda 2. The position will be 3 by 2. Okay, 1 plus half this, right? So from this sin theta will be what? Lambda by lambda 1 by d. From this you will get sin theta 2 will be equals to what? 3 by 2 lambda 2 by d, right? 3 by 2 factor is there, and theta 1 is theta 2, and therefore the sin theta 1 will be sin theta 2. So what we will get? The d will cancel out, right? Lambda 2 will be what? Lambda 2 will be 2 by 3 into lambda 1 means 660 into 2 by 3 means 220 means 440 will be our correct option here. Option number 1 will be our correct option. A ball of mass attached to the end of the string having the length 0.4 meter as shown in the figure. This figure. Ball is rotated on a horizontal circular path of radius r is given. About the vertical, the maximum tension of the string that can bear is 324. The maximum possible angular velocity, mean omega, we have to calculate. Aim is given, length is given. This is the length, this 0.4 meter, 0.4 meter. Okay, mass is here 0.4 kg. Radius of the path, this radius of the path is what? 0.4 meter also. The maximum tension T is given. Yeah, so whenever this periodic motion comes, the acceleration or the force applied is the centripetal force. That the formula is given by mv square by r or m omega square r, right? So from this omega will be what? Omega will be what? Omega square will be fc by mr. So omega will be what? Root over fc by mr. Fc here is what? 324 Newton. M is 0.4, R is 0.4. So therefore, it will be 0.6 means 324 into 100 divided by 16 means 18 into 10 by 4 means 180 by 4 means 445. 45 will be our correct answer here. Simply you can calculate this without using any kind of long calculations. A uniform circular disc of radius 25 centimeter is raised to free turn, which is the perpendicular to the plane of. It is subjected to a torque which produces a constant angular acceleration of 2.2.0 radian per second square. Its net acceleration in meter square at a second of 3 seconds is approximately. Net acceleration you have to calculate. Whenever an object is moving in a circular, that the net acceleration is given by the transitional motion and the circular motion. Okay, so r is given 25 centimeters is 0.25 meter, alpha is given, t is given. So angular speed we have calculate from which formula? V equals to u plus at, as the initial speed is 0. So omega will be equals to what? Alpha into t. Alpha is given as what? 2 and t is 3. So therefore omega will be equals to 6 radian per second. Centripetal acceleration you can calculate by the formula, is given by the formula omega square r, right? So omega we know, alpha is equals to what? 2. So omega squared by 0.25. So alpha square will be 2 by 0.25 means 8. So alpha will be equals to 2 root 2, right? Alpha will be equals to what? 2 root 2. Omega is given as 6. Omega is given as, sorry, omega already calculated, sorry. Omega already calculated 6 in the previous line, 6. So therefore 6 squared into 0.25 means 36 by 1 by 4 means 9 meter per second square. Linear and tangential acceleration at the end of 3 seconds. At will be equals to what? Alpha into r. Alpha is what? 2 and r is already we know 0.25. So therefore At will be equals to 0.5. So therefore the net acceleration will be equals to the resultant of the transitional acceleration and the centrifugal acceleration, right? So centrifugal acceleration, we know 2, and the transitional acceleration we already calculated now. What is that? 0.25. Acceleration is what? 9. Sorry, not 2, 9. It is 0.5. So therefore, from that you can calculate 9 plus 0.25 means 81 plus 0.25 means 81.25, which is almost equals to 9.9 meter per second square. So therefore, I think option number 4 will be our correct option here. A ball of mass 4 kg with moving with velocity 2 meter per second. M is given, U is given, collide to the spring of natural length. Natural length L is given. The force constant means K is given. What will be the length of the compressed length? Okay. So in the case of collision, you can apply the work energy theorem, right? The work done is equals to change in the kinetic energy. Work done formula is half kx square, you know, and the change in the kinetic energy is what? Kinetic energy means half mv square. Okay, so half will cancel out. X will be equals to what? Mv square by k, right? X square. M is 4, v square means 4 by r, mv square by k means 169. So v will be equals to what? 4 by 13. Equals to will be what? 4 by 13. So it is equals to 0.3. Sorry, v not x. X will be around 0.3. So first of initial length was 2. Now the length that is compressed is 2 minus 0.3. So the compressed length will be equals to the length that is compressed should be subtracted from the initial length, that is equals to 1.7 meter, right? So therefore option number 3 will be the correct option here. A 0.4 kg ball is moving with a speed of 50 meter per second. Okay, hard ball at the angle of 30 degree. Okay, this is 30 degree. 0.4 kg, this is 15 meter per second. It is reflected with the same speed at an angle of same angle if the ball is in contact with the wall for 0.5 seconds. Okay, for this kind of numericals, what you have to do, you have to calculate, you have to know this from the Newton's second law. This, the impulse F into del T will be equals to change in the momentum, right? So F we don't know, del T we know 0.5, AM we know 0.4, but here what is V and what is U? This is the main thing. So this is 30 degree, right? This is 30 degree. Yeah. So this is 30 degree. So so what you can, first of all, the initial speed was what? If this is the speed the object is moving with, if now component, just take this component, this is our what, this is 15. So this will be what? This is 15 cos, this is 15 sine. Okay, so this will be also, this is applied in this direction, this is applied in this direction. So this and this will cancel out each other because they are opposite and equal, right? But this 15 cos 30, and from here also this is 15 cos 30 sine 30, this 215 sine 30 component will be added together because they are applied in the same direction, right? So therefore what we will get? We will get 15 into 2 into sine 30 degree, right? Because the angle is 30 degree here. Sine 30 means half, means it will be equal to 15 only. So here 15, put 15. So F will be equals to what? 0.5 divided by something, dividing something into 0. Something by 0.5, we will get multiply it with 2. The same thing we will get. If we 0. Sorry, if you divide something by 0.5, it is almost equals to multiplying with 2, right? So 20 into 4 means 20 here is AM is equals to what? Sorry, AM is equals to 0.4. Okay, so 0.4 divided by into 15 divided by 0.5. 0.8 into 15 means 12. 12 Newton will be our correct answer. Height of the ground at which the block can be placed without slipping is, sorry. A block of mass m is placed on a surface, vertical cross section given by y equals to x to the power 4. If the coefficient of friction is mu is given, okay, the box can be without slipping, the height above the which, okay, first of all y equals to x to the power 4. So from this you can calculate dy by dx, that is equals to 2x by 4 means x by 2. So tan theta, the slope, tan theta will be equals to what, x by 2, and we also already know for the limiting equation, limiting friction equation, that mu equals to tan theta. So tan theta equals to what, tan theta is sorry x by 2 and mu is what, 0.5. So 0.5 equals to x by 2, so x will be equals to 1. So therefore this will be equals to not, okay, x is equals to 1 meter. So what will be uh, y? So y will be equals to what, 1 by 1 square by 4 means 1 by 4. So therefore option number 2 will be the correct option here. What is the weight of the 500-gram body on a planet whose mass is 1 by 5th of that of Earth and radius 1 by second of 1 by half of that of Earth? What will be the, first of all, if you if you want to calculate weight, so you have to calculate the change in the gravity. So g is equals to what, gm by r square. So m by r square will be at work here. So g dash by g will be equals to what, m by m dash by m into r by r dash square, right? Ever m dash by m, m dash is equals to what, 1 by 5. So this will be 1 by 5. R by r dash, r is what, twice, so that it will be equals to 2 square means 4. So therefore 4 by 5. So g dash will be equals to 4 by 5th of that of Earth. So 4 by 5th means it will be equals to what, 4 by 5th gram weight. Okay, we have to calculate in gram weight. So 4 by 5 of 500, that means 400 gram weight will be our weight of the object. So therefore option number 4 will be the correct option here. A satellite is moving with a constant speed of v in a circular orbit about the Earth. So you know the circular velocity, sorry, the orbital velocity gm by r. Okay, an object of mass m is ejected from the satellite such that it escapes the gravitational pull of the Earth. The escape velocity root over 2 gm by r. At the time of its ejection, the kinetic energy of the object is, orbital velocity we know, escape velocity root over 2 gm by r we know. The kinetic energy of the satellite will be equals to what? It will be equals to the kinetic energy of the object, that is equals to what? How can we say? Half mv square will be equals to what? Half into m into 2 gm by r. Okay, so therefore from that you can say that, say this, that this will be equals to what, half of will cancel, this will be equals to mv square, right? So therefore the at the time of ejection the kinetic energy will be equals to what, mv square. It will be equals to what, mv square. Because gmm by r is nothing but the kinetic energy of the satellite, if you remember the formula. 1 mole of an ideal gas at an initial temperature T does 9 earth joules of work adiabatically. If the ratio of the specific heat of the gas constant at pressure and constant volume, Cp by Cv 5 by 3 is given, that means gamma is given, the final temperature of the gas. Sorry, I just skipped one question, I think. Yeah. Work done on increasing the size of a soap bubble from radius 2 to 4 centimeter when the surface tension of the soap solution is this. Surface tension AC is given, na? So AC into 4 pi r square, the surface energy. Okay. To increase the size of the bubble, we need the surface energy, right? So nothing we have to do. So W equals to AC into 2 into 4 pi r2 square minus r1 square. This is the formula. So S is what? 0.4. 0.4 into 2, 0.08. This is 4 into pi means 12.56. Sorry, pi we can keep na as per the answer. So 0.32 pi. R2 square means 16 minus 4 means 12 into 10 to the power minus 4. 0.36 sorry, this is 128 3.84 no, 3.84 pi into 10 to the power minus 4 or 0.384 into 10 to the power minus 3 means this is equals to around 0.4 pi. Okay, approximate value 0. Option number 1 will be the correct. This question already I discussed, I already told. Okay, in adiabatic process what happens, the work done is equals to what, R into R into T by T2 minus T1 or del T by 1 minus gamma. This is the work done. Okay, the work done is already given as 9R joules. So 9R will be equals to what, T2 we don't know, T1 we know T, and 1 minus gamma means 5 by 3 means this will be 3R no, T2 minus T, because these 3 will be here. So this will be equals to what, R will cancel out, 9R here is also R will cancel out. Okay, minus 6 T2 minus T, so T minus 6, T minus 6 will be our correct answer. So option number 2 will be our correct answer. Two wires of length metal rods having same length but their cross sectional areas are in the ratio of 3:1. They are joined in series. The resistance of the thicker wire is 10. The total resistance of the combination will be as we know, R is proportional to rho into L by A. So therefore, R is inversely proportional to the area. Length and rho will be equal because their material is same and their length is same. So if we increase, that means the length of the first wire is more, area of the second wire is less. So as they are in inversely proportional relation, so therefore this 10 ohm will become 30. Okay, 3 times. Their cross sectional area is 3 times, so their its resistance will be 3 times. Okay, so R2 is equals to 30, so therefore R1 equals to 1, 10. So therefore if they are connected in series, so RS will be equals to what, 10 plus 30 equals to 40 ohm. Therefore option number 1 will be the correct option here. The ratio of the nuclear density of two nucleus are masses of 27 and 64. So whenever the mass number is mentioned to calculate nuclear density ratios, you have to remember one thing: mass number doesn't depend on the mass. The nuclear density doesn't depend on the mass number. Okay, depend on the radius. So therefore, this will be our answer. Their nuclear density will be equal. So therefore, the ratio will be 1:1. The vernier scale of a caliper is 59 divisions coincide with the 49 MSD equals to 50 VSD. Okay, 1 VSD will be equals to what? 49 by 50 MSD, right? So LC you have to calculate na. Here most of the question you have to calculate the LC only. If each main scale division is 0.5 mm, the minimum inaccuracy of the measurement by the vernier calipers. Same I told you, 1 VSD equals to 0.49 millimeter from that formula na. 49 by 50 into 0.5. 0.49, right? 0.49, because from here it will be 500, 5 by 5 into 1 by 500 means 1 by 100. Take 2 points out, it will be 0.49. LC is equals to what? 1 MSD minus VSD. MSD is 0.5, this is 0.49, so therefore it will be 0.01. So the LC will be of the vernier calipers will be 0.01. A simple pendulum made up of bronze has time period of T. It is fully submerged into a liquid. The density of the liquid is 1 by 8 of that of bronze. Then the calculate the time period of the pendulum. The time period of the pendulum depends on what thing? W1, from the Archimedes principle, it means the W1, the apparent weight is equals to what, the real weight minus the bowing force, right? Here the apparent weight is what, m into g. M is mass is equals to what, density into volume. So therefore V into D into G, and this is the bowing force is applied by the liquid, that is 1/8 of the density of the bronze. So it will be VdG minus 8. So it will be 7 VdG minus 8. This is the apparent weight of the pendulum when it is submerged to the liquid. So W1 equals to mg1. This G is equals to what, from this you can get 7g by 8. We know this what, T is proportional to 1 by 2 pi root over L by G. Okay. So therefore T is proportional to 1 by root G. Okay. So 1 by root G means T dash by T equals to G dash by G. G dash equals to what? 7g by 8 G. So T dash will be equals to what? T dash will be equals to 8 by 7 root over 8 by 7 into T. So therefore option number 3 will be our correct option here. Two containers of volume 6 liter and 4 liter has gas of 4 atm and 80 atm respectively. If two containers are connected in a tube, then what will be the common pressure of the container? We know V, we know P, right? They are connected. These two are connected now. What will be their common pressure you have to calculate? Yeah, from the first container we can apply the universal gas law, that is equals to 6 into 4 P into V means 24 equals to N1 RT. 24 equals to N1 RT. For the second container we can apply 4 8 is a 32 N2 RT, right? 32 equals to N2 RT, right? 32 equals to N2 RT. So the total will be what, 56 N1 plus N2 RT equals to 56, right? Let's take the common pressure as P. So PV equals to what? PV is 10. This is N1 plus N2 RT. Okay, so 10P equals to N1 into RT. N1 into RT equals to already 56. So P will be equals to 56 by 10 means 5.6 atm will be our correct answer here. On the two sides of an insulator rod, two charges of mass are kept. Okay. The charge on the two are plus q and minus q. Length of the rod is 1. This is kept inside the uniform electric field E at an angle this less than 5 degree. Okay, means theta, sin theta will be equals to theta, tan theta will be equals to theta, cos theta will be equals to 1. After what time it will be parallel to the electric field? Yeah. First of all, calculate the torque created by the, this will be tau. No, tau is equals to QEL sin theta. Here theta is very small, that is the sin theta will be equals to theta, as I already told you. Tau is equals to what, I into alpha. So from here you can calculate alpha equals to what, Q into E into L sin theta by I, right? Yeah, this time period is given by the formula 2 into 2 pi over angular displacement divided by angular acceleration. Okay, so T will be equals to what, 2 pi into L by QELI. Here L is equals to what, if two charges are spheres, the moment of inertia of the sphere is half ml square. So this is half ml square. Half ml square means total half ml square will be the total I. So in place of I, this I, put the value of this will be not half, this is 1 plus 1 half, uh, not half, yeah. So this will be half ml square na? So in place of this ml square by 2 q into E into L, so 2 pi into L will cancel out, it will be ml into divided by 2 QE. Here the time period is 1 by 4th of the previous time period, right? Why? Because 2 by 4, 1 by 4th. That is said to rotate, the time period will be parallel to the electric field. So therefore from here you can say 1 by 4th of the previous time. So therefore you can say T dash equals to T by 4. So T dash will be equals to what? This divided by pi 4. It will be equals to pi by 2 ml by 2 QE. Therefore, option number 1 will be the correct option here. 3-point charges Q is placed in the circumference of the circle in such a way that if we connect all of them, it will make an equilateral triangle. Calculate the electric field and the potential of the potential at the center of the circle. Yeah, this is equilateral triangle, na. So electric field is given by the formula Q by R square. But similarly, B and C, it will be this is equals to for all of this, because this is R, this is R, this is R. Equilateral triangle, all the sides are equal, so therefore this will be all this E will be, all the electric field will be equal. Electric field along AO, first of all you have to calculate this AO. This is EA due to this EA minus EB minus EC. Electric field by B, electric field by C. Okay, this. Why sin 60? Because the angle is here is given sin 60 degree. So put the values, what we will get? 0 divided by Q by R square sin 60 minus Q by R square. This will cancel out, it will be 0. Okay, so yeah, calculate this potential at the center of the circle. Electric field will be 0. The potential will not be 0. Why? Why potential will not be 0? Because potential is the summation of all the potential of 3 points, right? So will be Q by R plus Q by R. That means it is equal to 3Q by R, Q by 3R. Therefore, option number 1 will be the 3Q by R. Sorry, option number 2 will be the correct option here. This will be not Q by 3. This is 3Q by R. Sorry. The distance between the parallel plate capacitor is D. A plate of D by 2 thickness is inserted between them. What will be the change in the capacitance? If you know C is proportional to 1 by D. If D by 2 thickness is inserted, okay, so it will be twice, right? Because in half, the thickness is halved, so therefore it will be thrice, right? It will be twice, because inversely proportional relation. Your voltmeter of 100 ohm resistance is connected to a battery of reading 2 volt. If the battery is connected to a resistance of 15 ohm, then the ammeter resistance is 1 ohm, gives the reading of 0. Calculate the EMF of the conductor. Okay. Yeah. Current flow is equals to voltmeter reading divided by voltmeter resistance, that is equals to 2 by 100, 0.02 ampere. EMF is given by the formula E equals to equals to V plus IR, right? V plus I into smaller, where R is the internal resistance. We already know from the voltmeter reading, this is, and from the ammeter connected. Okay, I2 will be equals to what? E divided by R plus 15 plus 1, right? The 1 ohm resistance of the ammeter, right? This will be equals to 16 plus R, because ammeter is always late series of the circuit, so it will be 16 plus R. So E will be equals to what? 16 plus R into 0.1, that means 0.1 R plus 1.6. Now comparing these two equations, what we will get? 0.1 it will be equals to 2 minus 1.6 means 0.4. 0.1 R means 0.08. No, so R will be equals to 0.4 divided by 0.08, that is equals to 5. So R will be equals to 5. R is 5, that means put this value here. So R will be 5 means 5 into 0.02 means 1. So it will be around, the answer will be equals to 2.1. The answer will be equals to 2.1. Therefore, option number 1 will be the correct option here. A circuit has two battery cells. The EMF of the first cell is 1.2. The second internal resistance is R smaller. That of the second cell is 2 volt. And this, respectively, in this circuit is connected to resistor 5 ohm. Then calculate the current passing through this resistance. Yeah. KCL. Just see this circuit. Okay, this is a battery, this is a battery. Okay, 5 ohm resistance is connected this way. So at the point A, apply just KCL, that is outgoing current equals to ingoing current. Outgoing current is equals to ingoing current, or the summation of all the currents. These two are anti-clockwise. This will be plus, this will be negative. So I1 equal, I2 will be equals to I1 minus I. No, not this. I minus I1 it will be, right? I minus I1. Now put all the values here. KVL at ABCDA, right? ABCDA. I1 into 0.05, I2 into 0.01, and 1 minus 1.2 plus 2. This is because this is anti-clockwise, clockwise. Now if we just apply this, you will get first of all one value. In the second one, you will get another value. Second, in this circuit. Now this circuit you have to apply. Here, this circuit you have to apply the KVL. So what you will get, this is equation you will get. Now multiply the first equation with something and the second equation is something, and apply the elimination method. So what you will get, 30.5i equals to 11.2. So therefore I will be equals to what, 30.5 divided by 11.2, that is equals to what, 0.37 ampere. Okay, around 4, 0.4. Option number 2 will be the correct option here. Two conductors are kept at 0.5 meter apart, having a current flow of 1 ampere and 3 ampere in the same direction. At which point between them the resultant magnetic field will be 0. Okay. Magnetic field at the first conductor is mu naught 4 pi into 2I by R. I is equals to 1, so R means equals to 0.5. Okay, so if we kept here, the distance is 0.5. If we take a point here, it is x, so it will be equals to 0.5 minus x, where the magnetic field is 0. So what we can do, the force, calculate the force on both sides, just equal it, because if the force from this and force from this will be equal and opposite, so therefore the magnetic field here will be equals to 0. Just magnetic field, calculate the magnetic field, and for the second case also now equal, these two will be equal. So what we will get, this 2 by x equals to 2 to the 6, this. So 0.5x means 1 into minus 2x equals to 6x. So x will be equals to what, 1 by 8, 0.125 or 12.5 centimeter. Four metal rods A, B, C, D are hanging from a ceiling separately. A bar magnet is taken slowly in front of them. We observed that. Characteristic of magnet is that the diametric strong magnetic force applied but paramagnetic low. A is getting repelled, means for a diamagnetic material, a strong magnetic force applied by the magnet. Paramagnetic material, strong magnetic force means the repelling force. Paramagnetic, low attractive force. Ferromagnetic material, low repulsive force. From the above statement, we can say the A is repelled, strongly repelled, means it is a diamagnetic material. A is a diamagnetic, so therefore this option is already incorrect. B is getting attracted. Low attractive force. B is also a diamagnetic. B is a paramagnetic material. Sorry, yeah. B is getting attracted. That means paramagnetic material B. Already option 1 is correct. We got it. C is getting fully attracted. Fully attracted means this is also diamagnetic. Ferromagnetic is not. There is no effect on D. That means it is not a low repulsive force, means ferromagnetic material it can be. Right. So therefore these three options all are wrong. A coil of radius 30 centimeter is rotating around its one end, having a 1000 rotations per minute. Magnetic field of 5 Tesla is applied at right angle to the plane of rotation. Calculate the EMF of the conductor. E equals to B omega L square, this formula. Radius R is given 30 centimeter by 30 into 10 to the power minus 2 plus 0.3. Change in the flux of rotation B into A, 5 into pi into 0.3 square, right? Rotation per second is 1000 by 60, means 550 by 3. The induced EMF is a change in flux per second, that is equals to 5 pi into 0.3 square into 550 by 3. Okay, so if you calculate all of this, you will get 23.6 volt. Option number 3 will be the correct option here. the power factor of LR circuit is this, cos theta equals to 1 by root 2. That means theta will be equals to 45 degree. The angular frequency is double, then calculate the power factor. Cos theta formula is, cos theta is equals to R by dash from the impedance triangle 1 by root 2. And from this you can calculate that Z equals to root 2R, therefore Z square equals to 2R square. Sorry, Z square will be equals to what? 2R square, and Z square we know what? XL square plus XC square. In case of a fully inductive circuit, it will be what? R square plus omega square L square, right? So from this you can get omega L equals to R equals to omega L. Okay, if the angular frequency is double, then what will be the omega dash L square equals to 2 omega L square. So therefore omega dash L square equals to 4R square, right? So Z1 square will be what? R square plus omega dash L whole square. In place of R square omega dash L square, you can put 4R square. So therefore it will become root 5 into R. So therefore from the previous this formula, cos theta will be equals to what? R by Z. R is R and Z is equals to what? Root 5R. So therefore 1 by root 5 will be our correct answer here. Instantaneous displacement current is 6. ID is given. The step up space between parallel plates is 3 mu. The rate of change of ID equals to what? C dV by dt. dV by dt equals to ID by C. 6 by 3 means 0.2 into 10 to the power minus 6. Sorry, 2 into 10 to the power minus 6. Sorry, plus 6. Option number 1 will be our correct option here. Two coils C1 and C2 are placed near each other. The current changes by 1 ampere in coil C1 and the magnetic flux changes by 0.4 in coil C2. The value of mutual inductance. Mutual inductance formula is root over L1 by L2. Root over L1 into L2. Yeah. So phi 2 equals to, phi is equals to what? L into I or M into I. For in case of mutual inductance, it is equals to M into I. But in inductance, it is equals to L into I. So phi 2 equals to M into del I. Del 2 into M is equals to what? Phi del phi by del I, right? So del I equals to 1 and del phi equals to 0.4. So M will be equals to 1 by 0.4 means 2.5, 1 by 0.4. Sorry, 0.4 by 1, that is equals to 0.4 Henry. Sorry. Phi by I, no. At room temperature, P or Si have equal number of electron and hole concentration. This doping by trivalent atom, hole concentration increases to this. The electron concentration of the semiconductor will be, yeah, Ni is given this in meter cube. It will be 10 to the power minus 6, 10 to the power plus 6. You have to multiply with. It will become 2 into 10 to the power 16. So Nh is already given 6 into 10 to the power 22. No, 6 into 10 to the power 22. Okay, not 6, this is equals to 5 into 10 to the power 22, no. So now we know that the Ni square equals to Ne into Nh. So Ne equals to Ni square by Nh. Ne already we calculate Ni equals to what? 2 into 10 to the power 16 in meter. So 4 into 10 to the power 32 divided by 5 into 10 to the power 22. No, so 10, 9, 8 into 10 to the power minus 10 to the power 9 will be our answer. So option number 2 will be our answer. A prism of refracting index mu is given in one side by liquid refracting index of 3 by root 2 4. 3 root 2 by 4. Okay, 3 root 2 by 4. What will be the incident angle on the other side of the prism so that no emergent ray? Whether the angle of prism A is given. Yeah. Apply the Snell's law in the first plane. That is equals to mu1 sin theta 1 equals to mu2 sin theta 2. Right? Sorry. Yeah. This is 1.5 sin theta c. This is 3 by root 2 into 4. This is the second. Okay. Sin theta equals to 1 by mu. From this formula, you can calculate the critical angle, that is equals to 45. If for diffraction in prism, that we know that r1 plus theta equals to plus c equals delta equals to a, right? So r1 plus 45 degree equals to, this is not, r1 plus 45 degree equals to 75. So r1 will be equals to 30 degree. Now since apply Snell's law again, in this case the second medium is the air, so therefore the mu will be equals to 1. Sin theta 1 equals to mu into sin r1. Mu is here what? 1.5. Sin r1 equals to sin 30 degree, 0.75. So this is equals to sin 49 degree. The energy of the first excited of the hydrogen atom is 23.8 electron volt. Then the potential energy of the hydrogen atom in the ground state can be assumed to be. Okay. E2 is given as 20, not 24.2, 23.8. 23.8 it will be. So for the second state, ground state hydrogen 13, say first excited state, it is equals to E by n square formula, right? It will be equals to 3.4 volt. So the answer will be the total change in the kinetic energy. So the potential energy will be, change in the kinetic energy will be what? Minus 3.4 plus minus 13.6, that will be equals to 10.2 electron volt. Total energy doesn't change with the change in the potential energy at the ground state. So E2 minus E1 will be equals to what? 10.2. This will be equal to 23.8. 23.8 minus 10.2 will be equals to what? 13.6 or around 14, right? Around 14 you can get. Yeah, the total kinetic constant is 13.6. So 14 minus 13.6 around equals to 0.4 electron volt. Approximation value. Yeah, this is approximation value you can take. This will be equals to number of photons per second on average emitted by the source of the monochromatic light wavelength is 600. When it delivers a power of this, what will be? Okay, lambda power E equals to hc by lambda or E equals to h nu, right? From this formula you can calculate that E equals to 3 into 3.3 10 to the power minus 19. Therefore number of photons per emitted per second will be calculated n equals to p by E. P is this sorry, P already this and E already you calculated. So from this you can calculate 2 into 10 to the power 16. Therefore option number 4 will be the correct option here. The surface of a metal is illuminated with a light of wavelength 6. This the maximum kinetic energy of the electric fluid found to be this. Work function of the metal is E max equals to what? H c by lambda minus W naught. That is equals to, in case of electron volt, it will be equals to what? 1240 divided by 620 means 2. 2 minus 1.25 means 0.75. 0.75 EV will be our correct answer. Remember this, in case of Newton nanometer and in case of EV in energy, okay, if the wavelength is given as nanometer and this is in EV, so we can, from that you can calculate what? We can calculate that, we can calculate the HC value should be 1240. Okay, it will be 1240. The following configuration the gate is equivalent to, yeah, 41. First AND gate, this AND gate, A bar, B bar, this is, now this is connected to this. Okay, so this will be A B bar, B A bar. So this will be A bar plus reciprocal of this two will be what will be reciprocal? What will be the reciprocal of this two? This will be the output of the XOR gate. So this is nothing but a XOR gate. An ideal transformer converts 20 volt input voltage in the primary coil into 100 volt of output secondary. The current the secondary coil is, if the current in the primary coil is 20 ampere. Ns by Np equals to Vs by Vp. Ns by Np. So that means Ns by Np equals to 100 by 20 means 5. Is by Ip equals to Np by Ns, that is equals to 1 by 5. Is equals to 1 Ip by 5. So therefore Ip will be equals to 20 by 5 means 4. The refractive index of the material is 1.73. They calculate the angle of refraction due to polarization. Tan theta equals to mu equals to tan Ip and mu equals to 1 by sin theta c, right? So tan Ip equals to 1 by sin theta c, right? So 1 by sin theta c means 1 by angular due to polarization. Angular, this is P we have to calculate. Tan Ip equals to what? Tan Ip equals to 1.73. This is 1.73. Tan Ip equals to 1.73. Right, 1.73 means around 60 degree. 1.732 means root 3, around 60 degree. Ip equals to 60 degree. The reflection angle will be what? 90 minus 60, that is equals to 30 degree. One main scale division on a vernier scale a centimeter and nth division of the vernier scale coincides with the n minus 2th division of the main scale, the least count of the vernier calipers. Same. 1 MSD equals to 1 centimeter means 10 a millimeter. It divides, it coincides with the n minus 2 division of the main scale, that is equals to n VSD equals to n minus 2 MSD. That means 1 VSD will be equals to n minus 2 by n. Okay, so therefore LC will be equals to what? 1 MSD minus 1 VSD. Therefore 1 MSD is equals to 1 MSD equals to 1 A into 1 minus n divided n minus 2 divided by n. That therefore it will be equals to not A, this is equals to 10 A root in case of millimeter. So n minus n cancel 2, 20 A by n, right? How many times taken by an electron present at the first excitation to complete the one revolution? R, you know, 0.53 in case of hydrogen atom, angstrom, 0.53 10 to the power 8 minus 8 centimeter. In case of meter, it is 10 to the power minus 10. The linear velocity of the electron present is B in equals to C by 137 by, this is by what? From the Rydberg constant formula. Na? So into 3 into 10 to the power 10 divided by 137 in case of centimeter, if you calculate it in centimeter on CGS system. Omega equals to what? V by root over 2 pi r. So from this you can just put the value here, 2 pi into 3 into 10 to the power 10 divided by 137, 2 pi r1. Now calculate all of this, you will get around 6.58 into 10 to the power 15. Therefore option number 3 will be our correct answer here. Hope you understood all of the questions. If you have any doubt regarding this, just ping the comment in the YouTube. I will happy to answer. Thank you.